So the freedom lies in making no distinction on the psychological level.
Yeah.
That itself is freedom, because in a way, because there's no distinction being made.
Everything must be natural.
Yeah.
So here we should not have any philosophy to deal with ourselves psychologically.
Right.
We have to put down all the philosophies. When the psychological world is concerned, we have to turn out all the philosophies. All philosophy is related to the external world.
Yeah. Related to the external world.
Yeah.
So how would you even have preference to do something other than something else in the external world? Even if not related to some internal happening that will occur due to this preference, if I prefer to be in a more comfortable way, in less than comfortable way, or isn't it all related to how we will feel?
So, each and every situation will have some psychological reaction. Mm-hmm. So the reaction is related to the external world. But here, if you take the psychological as a separate one, and if we find fault with anything, not necessary. We have to accept everything wholeheartedly.
I understand, but why would you choose in the external world to do one thing over another thing? Even you have some preference. Like otherwise, how would you choose?
So you may have some preference. So external world is concerned, your preference is justified.
But even preference
happens to be in the psychological world, because preference happens in the psychological world. Even though it happens in the psychological world, if it is related to the external world, you can make use of that. You can make use of the psychological preference. But you may have some, for example, you may have some peace of mind, you may have some tension within you, but you should not prefer the peace of mind instead of the tension.
But this is how if I have to choose between two options in the external world to do something to do something which will give me peace of mind and relaxation, or something will create a lot of tension in me, then naturally I prefer to do this. And I know that I will choose this because internally it will create some reaction that I will like.
So here, whenever you have some tension, then you will avoid the work in the external world. Whenever you have some tension or anything, because some work creates some tension. So you avoid the work to free from the tension. So whenever you have some peace of mind when you do some work, so you are interested to do the work because it is giving some peace of mind. Mm-hmm. So here you related your emotion with related to the external world. So that is different. But at the same time, if you prefer, whenever you have some tension within yourself, you want to reject that. So that is different. But with the help of their tension, you may reject the external work. That is different. But you should not blame the tension itself. You may blame the work. But you should not blame the tension. See, it is only a reaction. It is only a shadow. But we should not find fault with any shadow.
Yeah, so he's asking, let's say I'm going on a train, and my preference is to go first class, because there's no crowds, there's no pushing, there's no shoving, I can sleep. My preference is to go first class rather than unreserved general. And so that's a preference, because I know if I go first class, I won't be bothered, I'll sleep comfortably. Whereas if I go on the unreserved, it's pushing and shoving, I may have to sit like that the whole trip. So in that way, a preference is being made to affect me psychologically, to reduce a certain type of tension. I think is that what you mean? So it's hard to separate the two there. So he's asking, what does that mean in terms of what we're talking about? I'm just giving a simple example, but
we the convenience is only the psychological. The psychological
Definitely.
is convenience.
Definitely.
And the convenience is related to the external thing.
Yeah.
The first loss is convenient to ourselves. So, if it is related to the external world, we can make use of the sense of convenience to the external world. So we can prefer the first class.
Right.
That's different. But at the same time, you may feel convenience instead of having some worries and some peace of mind. We prefer for example, you must keep yourself in a convenient state forever. You may prefer you should not that I should not be in a inconvenient state. I must be always in a peace of mind. I should not have any tension within me. So if you select here alone, so that is then your only focus is towards the psychological world. So if it is related, but the external world is related to the psychological world, it doesn't matter. But the matter is only to the external thing. You can have to arrange the thing. For that, it may be related to the psychological convenience, but it doesn't matter. But at the same time, you must keep yourself in the psychological in the natural way. Then you have a psychological struggle within yourself. So psychologically, whatever may happen, let it happen naturally. But you can make use of that to the external world.
But to the follow-up to that question, so he feels comfortable going in first class rather than the underserved compartment. Say, for example, he doesn't have money to go for an first class. Okay, so now the external conditions, everything comes in, right? Say, for example, it's cost 2,000 rupees, and he say, for example, I'm having 1,000 rupees. So it is my inability to travel in a first class, which I feel so much comfort. So, but I need to travel. So now I'm forced to go in the underserved compartment, right? So from the external world perspective, what the materialistic world, right? So what I have, which decides where I fit in. But by going in the underserved compartment, if I have a feeling that it will create a discomfort, I will be unhappy. How do we handle this situation?
So here, even though it is convenient to go to the first class, then I do not have any money.
I can do.
Nothing wrong to be unhappy.
So, we cannot go.
And so,
We may form a new philosophy that to go in first class is very worst thing. You can find a new philosophy. Then only you can have a satisfaction.
You mentioned you are Gandhi.
But Swamiji once told that it's like external thing decides what action he needs to take on external world. But from the internal perspective, whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling, both we should treat as the same. Yeah. So even in this case, he explained to me, even in this case, if you go in an underserved compartment, okay, you might feel discomfort. But if you have a mind of treating both the discomfort and comfort feeling same way, you don't find a difference, right?
Yeah.
So, probably you have the preference of what I need to do in the external world. It relies mostly on what is correct on the external side. That's what you have told.
So here, dealing with the external world as the same thing, that is different. But instead of that, the external world, we cannot deal with each and everything as the same. But if you are able to deal with yourself psychologically, you will have a different kind of mind. So when we have a liberated mind, then you can face the situation in a different way. So that is different. But instead of we have to take the external world as one, some bad and good or one, that is not necessary. We have to, the external world is concerned, we have to take the bad as bad and good as good. Then only we can have a correct order in the external world. if you take everything as one, then we must be always in India itself. So the India will be like that. We becomes just with anything. So physically we should not adjust. Physically we have to do the correct thing. We have to do the appropriate thing. But if you accept yourself psychologically, so it's a different change in your psychological system will be there. So in that different, so then we have the liberated mind. So functioning with the liberated mind and functioning with the struggling mind is different. So that's it. So if you are able to function with the liberated mind, your total perspective will be changed. So your approach will be changed. So that is the main.